morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So overnight our background is dry. It probably took maybe just 15 minutes, 20 minutes to dry. So if you took a break or coming back the day after, whichever is fine. So now we're going to trace a very simple circular outline today. We're gonna work just with the chakra colors and just work on doing our circles. For this very first one, it's going to be a very bright, colorful, harmonizing artwork. I could have used a black background for the chakras, really, so all the colors are really neutral, because the pink background is probably going to influence a little bit the feel of the color, like absorb the purple colors and stuff like that. But it's okay, because this is the energy that I was feeling. Something really soothing, but you probably picked the background you wanted. And now let's start using our compass and trace some circles. So I'm gonna trace, so there are 7 chakra colors, but I don't need to trace 7 lines. These lines, they're just for me. They're just for me to know I'm going circle, you know? That's a good expression, I like it. I'm going circle today. All right. So just for me to have my outline and know that when I'm going to start with the dot in the center, then I'm going to go around it. Then if I had different patterns, if I wanted to do like a flower or sun rays, I would always be based on this geometry from the center. And then, you know, I could do my flowers right here all around it. But this is how pretty much, as the regular, I pre-traced it. So some artists are very talented and they don't even need a compass. They trace their mandalas or circle free-handed. But for me, I like it to be really like perfect circle, and it's more reassuring to pre-trace it. And then I feel like I'm more, I don't have to concentrate as much into making an actual circle, but more into enjoying the dotting and just follow the line. Okay, now option 2. If you don't have a compass, or you don't really know how to use it, or if it's a child, maybe you don't want to put this in their hands, there is the other way. You can use the tracing paper to help you out a little bit, or if you have complicated a symbol you like, you can just take from your phone, or from your computer screen, and put this on top of it, and then trace it on one side, turn it around your canvas, and trace it over, and it's going to transfer what you wrote on that side. It's going to transfer it to your canvas. So we're going to do an example right now with like just the circles. Very simple, but it's just to see how it works. Okay, so you see, I'm just going to do one, because once you get the concept, you can just do, I trace my circle. So imagine you have a symbol or your pattern, your shape, printed on the other side that you can see through. I can see, you can't on the camera, but I can see through the circles that are around it, that I traced earlier. I can see through it. So I know where they are. See, you can see it by transparency a little bit, like, ooh. Right here. So then I turn the paper. I need to know where the center is, right? See, where I wrote, it's on the other side. It's on the other side of the tracing paper. So now when I'm going to trace over it, and I can put pressure a little bit. And anyways, if I would go all around it, and then this is how I would get it after I remove the tracing paper. So either way, when it's really simple shapes like that, this is much faster and easier than tracing paper. Okay, so I'm gonna prepare my paint. Okay, so see, I'm putting just a little bit, because mostly my center, it's just gonna be 1 or 2 dots. I'm gonna go from that color, the darker fuchsia color, prune, red, orange, and this is gonna expand, so we're not gonna use a lot of these reds and stuff. Just preparing all my colors. Okay, so I'm comfortable with my paintbrush. If you're not, you can use this tool right here to have make sure your dot is good. I have just wet my paintbrush. You can see, okay, the circles. This is the first thing I'm gonna paint, my outline. Just so then when I paint, when I fill it up, I already have my outline. I know I'm still gonna go circle. So I know that I'm gonna start with the red, the chakra colors. Okay, I'm following not the pattern, but the colors. Okay, I'm gonna go red first, and then orange, and then yellow, and then green, then blue. Okay, so I know I'm gonna start here in the middle. It's gonna be the red. By the time I get to this first circle I did, probably gonna be like orange, that orange right here. I'm gonna go orange. I want you to see the colors too. Oh, you mix the colors. And then when you start doing that, it's the time when you can relax, think of nothing. Okay, completed the first circle. Now I have my other circle, so I'm gonna keep going. I think the next one will be like yellow, then here we're gonna be in the greens, and here we're gonna be in the blues and purples already. So I'm gonna do this for my outline, just because usually the outline I do it all white, all gold, or whatever, and then we fill in with colors. But because today we want to keep it no pattern, just really simple. Is that good? Okay, right here you can see, okay, I'm barely touching. This is the hard part. Once you get that, once you get to master the bubble, it gets easy. It's the amount of paint I put on my brush. You see by my little here, okay, I have like a little drop. You see, I'm barely touching. It's the drop. I'm dipping. Okay, remember, like a dip. And now my little drop that's ready to fall. I barely touch, and the paint gets absorbed here in the canvas. I do like 2 or 3 dots, and then I reload. You can mute me if I talk too much and just watch and listen to some music. Or we can talk about the chakras and how just painting the colors and painting all the chakra colors, it's gonna resonate with our energy centers in our body, and kind of the chakras are like a river, pretty much a river going down the mountain, and you have 7 pools in the middle of the river here, just like that. The chakras, they're like 7 pools around the river, and they can get clogged, you know, with the weather and everything. They can get clogged in, and so they need to wash off, they need to be cleared. And so when we keep emotions or anxiety or memories that we're not really healed with, or like when you say you have something stuck in your throat. It's funny, I'm talking about that while I'm painting the blue chakra, because the blue is the color of the throat chakra, the color of expression. This expression, when you have something, I don't know, in French we say something is stuck in my throat. If you wanted to say something and you've kept it, like, you know, a secret or a trauma, something that you can carry on all your life and never talk about it, then this accumulates in your energy centers, and then you can have disorders like anxiety to speak in public, or being shy speaking in public, or being over talkative, like having an imbalanced chakra and relationship with this area of the body and the mind, the throat, the language, expression. So while there is a reason why I started talking about this by coincidence, but there's no coincidence, when I was painting the blue, because I'm working on my throat chakra right now. I'm just talking, mostly saying, just talking for talking. It's the confinement, I guess. Haven't seen friends for minutes. So the chakra, the throat chakra needs to be cleared out. So your relationship with colors. Think about, what colors do you like? What colors do you always wear? What colors are you super uncomfortable wearing? For example, I was never really much of a red person. When I started painting, I was painting blue, purple, which are the higher chakra, the expression. I've always loved languages, expression, language, literature, talking, the purples, the spirit, thinking, the connection. These are all the stuff I like, and I realized one day I was just painting blue, painting purple paintings, and my problem is that I was not grounded. I was always in my mind, and then when you're in your higher chakras, it's great because you have a great connection with the universe and consciousness and everything, but it can be hard to ground it, to anchor it down to earth, which is the reason kind of why we're here. And you can see the effect of it in your material life, for example, because it's not materializing your ideas and stuff. They're not materializing, or not being good at exercise. For example, I don't exercise a lot, and I don't ever wear red. So all this is stuff I had to work on, and so I started forcing myself to paint red. I literally had a period of time that I was forcing myself to paint red and orange and gold paintings, which are the colors of the lower chakras: grounding, being, doing, action, the presence, the safety zone, the creation, and the action. The solar plexus, yellow color, gold colors, the golden light that connects to your solar plexus, helps you breathe and get into action. You see, where you're painting, you have time to think about all this stuff. Because you see, all this time it took me to make that circle, it's a lot of ideas that came to my mind and that I was just thinking about. And it's nice. I'm gonna need in my center, I'm gonna do all right. Okay, so my outline is ready. I don't have all the 7 colors yet because see this, I really didn't make it regular. I want it to be really just outlined. So I know I'm gonna have my greens here, my purple right here. I'm gonna let it dry for just a few minutes. If I wanted, or if you wanted to put a symbol in the middle, it's awesome. So you would do the red would be the first line here, not the center. You would not do the dot in the center. If you wanted to have a symbol in the center, you would leave that zone empty and draw your symbol in the middle. We're gonna do it for the next mandalas. Today we're just doing circles.